In this presentation, I'll be looking at how low socioeconomic status affects children in primary school, comparing high SES with low SES. In this research paper, I began to research how low socioeconomic status affects students in schools compared to students with high SES. I'll be looking at low socioeconomic status affects students' academic success, attitudes and perception towards school, the negatives of low socioeconomic status on students in school, positives of high SES, and ways to help prevent these negative impacts of low SES in education. Socioeconomic status can affect people's physical health, mental health, and education. SES is a huge factor in affecting someone's life, as it can determine someone's health, opportunities, and quality of life. A mother's education level and children's learning before they enter school are also a critical element in the effects that low socioeconomic can affect students' future learning and abilities. Low socioeconomic status, SES, has been seen to affect students' academic performance, attitudes, and perception of school. Low SES affects students in a negative way when comparing academic results with high SES. Students, which is what gives us these discrepancies in school results and test scores. The reason for these negative effects is that it is causing the difference in academic results is the lack of resources at a young age due to low income, so students may have not been exposed to stimulating learning tools like book, ICT, and activities. Another reason is that the parents' lack of educational interest in the child's cognitive development, which could cause a child to be neglected in those areas of his development, causing them to struggle to read, write, solve problems, regulate emotions, and speak. Parents may struggle to realise the importance of cognitive development and working on a child's motor skills in these earlier years. SES doesn't just affect their academic results, scores and achievements, but also can negatively affect students' engagement in their learning at school. It can affect students' chances at higher education and their future endeavours. But it also affects them while they're currently at school, as it can negatively affect students' attitudes towards school and motivation to learn. Having student engagement is very key in creating quality learning environments, as seen to be lower in low SES children's backgrounds. Student engagement, furthermore, in the Australian context, there is empirical evidence demonstrating that students from high SES backgrounds report higher levels of student engagement compared with low SES peers. Students with high SES get impacted positively by various factors which revolve around increased income, education, resources, and better home life, which result in better results in school attendance, achievements, and results. Some factors that impact these high SES students positively are more available resources in school that are higher quality, more resources available at home like computer, iPad, activities, books, which will allow them to be exposed to a more stimulating learning environment at home, providing basic tools for them to excel in learning at school. So to bridge the gap between low SES and high SES, I believe we need to provide more education to parents that are becoming new parents or have a young child, and provide funding to educate them more on the importance of their child's cognitive learning and to upskill their own learning, as well as providing more funding and resources to disadvantaged communities, homes, and children in those areas, which will snowball effect into the child's learning as they go through school, as they'll feel more confident and be able to keep up with the other kids' academic performances, as well as feeling like they fit in. Thank you for listening to my presentation.